Hey there, Daryl Ng from Western Style Martial Arts and Slim Fit Trim Health and Fitness. Thanks again for watching another one of my workout videos. I hope you find them really helpful. So today I want to talk about the basic front kick, how to execute that, how to make sure that you're getting the right amount of power into it and accuracy so you can hopefully repel that opponent that might be coming at you or that you're actually having to attack as self-defense, okay? So I'm going to assume right now that you've already warmed up and stretched out your hamstrings and we're ready to go. So the first thing you have to realize is where your opponent's at, right? Your opponent's either faced up, squared up to you, or they're going to come at you or something, okay? And you got to know where your distance is at, because otherwise there's no point in having a fight or protecting yourself. As long as that opponent is away from you, there's no reason to actually have to hit, okay? However, there comes a point where sometimes you might be engaged, and you have to know where that punching distance is. You have to know where your kicking distance is. And that's the first thing that's really important about knowing the fundamental of your front kick. And you can kick with either the front leg or the back leg. It really doesn't matter. Again, you just have to know your distance. So if I'm back too far, see, look at that. I can't kick, right? Front leg's useless. Back leg, however, I can make that distance up, and I'll show you and explain more about this in a little bit. So if I'm kicking with my front leg, I'm too far away, again, there's no point. So I gotta know where I have to be in relation to where my kick can be executed. There we go. See that? Okay, so as we get ready to kick, a lot of people when they kick, they just throw the leg up. They just throw it right up, and that's completely wrong. And the reason they throw it up is they just don't know how to kick. They can be off balance. See how you get off kilter? There's no power in this. It's very, very easy to catch. Your opponent can rush you and throw you off balance. They can grab the leg, take you down. So you want to make sure you have a better chance of that not happening by executing your kick properly, okay? And it's basically a four-step process of kicking. And what I mean by that is when you're bringing up the kick, the leg has to come out in certain steps. And of course, you see it in the movies or whatever. It's pretty fast. You never get to see those steps. So I'm going to get to break this down for you. Okay, so when you start your kick, your first step is you got to lift up your leg. That's step one. And that's just pretty simple, right? And if you've seen some of my other videos on how I show my students how to strengthen and stretch out their psoas muscle, that muscle is very important to bringing up that leg and being able to execute kicks, okay? So step one, bring up the leg. Step two, you kick, it comes out. See how that just comes out? Step three, back. Step four, you're back in position, okay? So I can do that with my rear leg too, but here's the problem. Remember I was just talking to you about that distance issue? So from here, easy, good distance, right? But if I use my rear leg right now, it has to come forward. See how close I just got? And now I can't execute the kick. I'm just too close. So again, you have to make sure that you know where your distance is. So now I'm too far away to kick with this leg, right? But this back leg can come up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm reset. I'm back into position. All right, so here's the next part of how to make this kick more powerful. So as you're kicking, let's say I'm going to kick with this front leg. The hip, my body, the momentum has to come with the kick. And I don't mean it's going to be rushing, and see how I've broken my body alignment and I'm coming forward. And I don't mean that my body has to go back when I kick, because see how I'm off balance going this way? I don't want to be off balance going this way, and my leg is in this position, and the kick isn't a push, okay? It comes from the hips. However, the way that the hips move isn't like this forward thrust. It doesn't do this. It actually comes forward this way. And you notice that my body stays aligned. as I kick my opponent. So it comes up 1, 2. See how that forward thrust came in? 3, 4. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, and see how my hips are just going 4, 3, 4. And again, I'm not thrusting my hips up and out. I'm bringing my hips forward, okay? So when that kick is executed properly, oh, and when I forgot to mention about accuracy. In this particular case, I'm envisioning that I'm kicking my opponent probably in the stomach or just around the sternum area, okay? And I'm gonna be hitting with my heel right there. So as I come in with the kick and I execute it properly, I'm going through and I'm bringing power. If I don't put my hips into it, see, there's really nothing to it. But if I put my hips into it, there's more to this. Okay, now, same thing with the back leg. However, remember what I said about distance? Make sure you know where that distance is at. And now when I kick, 1, 2, 3, 4, you see how I was able to bring my hips into it a bit, okay? No hip, hip. Whoop, a little bit too much this time. So you get the idea of where that power can come from as I'm coming forward and I'm going with that thrust in my kick. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm reset. All right. Now, here's a little bit more of an advanced fundamental with that. When I'm kicking and I've kept my distance, maybe I don't want to keep my distance. Maybe I want to close and I want to punch this person at the same time. And so that's called bridging the gap. We have a gap right now. I got to create a bridge to get to my opponent, right? And once I make contact, this is the bridge. However, when I bring my leg back, you notice I first showed you just how to reset, and we still have all this distance between us. But now I want to close this distance to hit my opponent after the kick, because I might have just maybe knocked the wind out of that person, so he's bent over, and then I can come in with the punch to hopefully lay him out. So what happens here is the kick comes in, and I step forward. However, I don't keep this distance. I want to make sure that my base is solid. Otherwise, that person can rush me and throw me off balance. So this leg slides forward, and look at my body position. I'm here, so I can punch at the same time. So the way this would work is it comes up, bang. See how my body just came together? And I didn't lean forward into the guy or gal, the guy most likely, bang, and throw myself off. I came in, everything's perfectly aligned. From here, bang, boom. Also, you notice I keep this hand up by my head to guard so I don't get hit, okay? So, same thing again. Rear leg, I know my distance, and I close that gap. I step down, I step forward. So it's no different from just walking, right? We want to walk to our opponent. We can walk back. It's the same thing. You don't just go over and walk like this, right? And you're way off balance and base. You walk. Same thing here. The kick, and I stepped in, brought this foot back, or with me. So it was here, bang, boom. Kept the guard hand up too. So that's the basic fundamental of a front kick. Now the other thing I work on with my students is the accuracy. And how do you do that? Well, it's an exercise now. So when we kick, same thing still, we got to make sure that the structure and the steps are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can bridge that gap. But we do it slow. This is how you build accuracy. You don't do it fast. A lot of people do it fast. They always mess up. They don't know where their power is. You start by starting off slow. And you look for that area to hit. That's going to be the chest, sternum area. Landing with my heel. Notice my legs not bent at about a 45 because I'm not pushing to kick. It's almost straight. Not quite straight, almost straight. Here I am in good position as I land that kick, come back and down. When you can start doing it slow, you're going to build good power, good accuracy. Also, the strength in your legs is going to be better. And that way you'll be able to have a really good kick. And so I'll have the guys just hold it here. That way we can stretch out our hamstrings, make sure that our guard's up, we're in good position. Our body isn't off kilter. It's in a good position. Come back and reset. Or kick, hold it, bridge the gap. And again, I didn't keep this long base. Came up just like when we're walking. Just comes right back to a nice body position, a good posture. Same with the front leg again. Come up 1, 2, hold it there. Feel that stretch. Make sure your hands are up guarding. Okay, know my opponent's there. 3, 4, if I just reset, or 1, 2, 3, step, bang. So anyway, that is the basic fundamental for the front kick. We'll work on the side kick next, and I'll show you how that's similarly executed as well. And thanks again for watching my workout video. We'll talk to you soon.